mobility. If you want to double up your mat or grab a foam pad, if you want your knees to be a little bit more cushioned. Starting with cat-cow. So when you're in your cow, really think of dragging your hands backwards, spiraling your chest open, your shoulder blades drawing down and back your spine. And then when you cat, think of actively pushing the floor away as you drop the crown of your head towards the floor and look towards your belly button. And then move back and forth from there a few times. So a lot of spinal movement for this particular sequence. You can make it as active as you want, or you can make it as passive as you want. But go ahead and find a neutral spine and see if you can just move through your shoulders. So losing the hip movement, let your chest drop a little bit and then round up. So you're really using your serratus anterior to draw up and in and then drop down. And just noticing how much movement or lack of movement you have available to you there. And then just move into your hips. So tilts and tucks, arching, and then flattening, tucking under. And then I want you to try to find a neutral position. From there, you're gonna take your foot out, knee comes out, hips go back. And we're gonna stay on that side for a few rounds of that. Let's just do 2 more. Again, at your own pace. Really trying to move that leg bone around in your hip socket. And then from there, you're gonna try very hard to stabilize your spine as you lift that same side leg up, circle out to the side and down, and then reverse it. So what I want you to avoid doing is pushing into that opposite leg and letting your hips kind of just move around. So you're really trying to control the movement, keeping it isolated to your hip socket, and not a lot of rocking and rolling going around in your hips, your pelvis, and definitely not in your back. You want to stay pretty stable throughout your low back. You don't want to arch it as you come up and do this big tuck. It's just in that neutral position. And then you're going to take that leg, extend it out, foot flexed, opposite arm's going to reach out to the side. Just imagine that arm is holding on to something. You're going to take that leg, tap it down, lift it up, and bring it out to the side. And you're going to work through that a few times on that side. So same thing, trying not to let your body move with you, just that leg. Keeping your neck neutral, so you're just looking down your mat. Let's go ahead and do 1 more. And then keep that leg out there, bring your hand back, and then just shift back and forth, getting that nice little adductor stretch there. And then go ahead and drop back into it. Again, that other foot can be tucked or untucked, depending on what feels okay for you. And then you can come up and out of that. Bringing that leg in, maybe moving your wrists around for a moment if you're feeling a little fatigued from all that. But let's take it to the other side, so just the opposite leg's gonna do the same thing. We'll take it out, bring it up, and push back. I'm just gonna do that 4 times. So moving at your own pace. Again, a lot of hip movement here. We're trying to get that leg bone really moving around in the hip socket. Our TFL tends to pull it forward and inhibit that movement. So just adding some mobility back into it. All right, stabilizing your spine now. Let's try those circles. So you'll lift your leg up. Notice that I'm not overextending my back. I'm keeping my core active and strong to maintain that spinal stability and bringing it around. And then I reverse it. You're gonna try to keep your weight even in each hand because the tendency is to go to the outside hand, or rather the hand on the side that you're moving your leg. Go ahead and do 1 more. And then you'll lift that leg up. Go ahead and extend it out. Take your opposite arm out to the side, just straight out to the side. Tap that foot down, lift it up, and bring it out to the side. Now, your range of motion might not be that, and that's fine. It might look something more like this. What I want you to avoid doing is moving your whole body to get that position. So your range of motion. Go ahead and do that 1 more time. Let's go ahead and keep that leg out there this time. Other hand comes back, and then just shift back and forth. Again, getting that nice big adductor stretch, inner thigh stretch for the opposite leg. This foot stays flexed. And then dropping into it, maybe coming down to your elbows. And again, you could have that foot underneath you. And then bringing yourself up. Go ahead and have a seat. Take your feet out. Do a little internal, external rotation first. And then pick a side. You're gonna bring that knee in. You're gonna take your hand that's on the side of the straight leg and then push it against either your calf or ankle. Just avoid doing it against your knee. And then you're gonna push into it and really try to open up across your chest. See a lot of openness here. And then reach that arm straight up. You don't have to take it to the side or anything, just straight up, and try to let this knee be heavy to the floor. And then, if you feel like I can go a little bit further, you can reach it over. But again, it's an openness here. You're not closed off. We'll hit that in a moment. But right now, it's a nice big side body stretch. So just be aware of your own limitations there. Challenge, but don't push yourself, all right, at the expense of your form. And then you can turn and face that leg, walk yourself down again through your range of motion, wherever that is. Nice big hamstring stretch, right? And then you can roll yourself out of it. That leg is gonna bend straight back behind you. Just gonna counter twist it here. So just pushing into this hip, let it drop back, and just move through that a few times. And then you can bring that leg back, and guess what? You get to do the other side. So take that leg out, same side arm. You're gonna connect it. You're gonna actually push into that leg to really try to open up across your chest here. And again, that arm, it just needs to come up. It doesn't need to, do anything other than ideally straight up. But if your shoulder's so tight that it's out to here, some things to think about, right? If you want to add that side bend and you're able to do that without collapsing forward, then definitely do that. And drop your ear to your shoulder, right, and reach. Trying to keep this knee heavy to the floor, and then you're gonna take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, you're gonna actually turn and face that leg, make it more about that hamstring stretch this time. Again, you can grab your foot, grab your ankle, just don't grab your knee. And letting your chest fall down towards your quad. Give yourself a few breaths here. Shoulders should not be stressed out about this one. All right, they'll be holding on for dear life there. And then you can roll yourself up, take that leg back behind you, and then just counter twist it, right? So twist here, let that butt cheek fall back down, and just move through that a few times. You can use your hands to kind of help you if you like that. And then one more time. Good, and then from there, you can cross your legs. Let's go left in front of the right one. You're gonna reach that left arm up. You're gonna take your right hand out and you're gonna reach it over. And then you're gonna come down and reach over. Again, if you can come down to your elbow, awesome. If not, also awesome. You're just not there yet. And just kind of winging it back and forth. And then I want you to come up through center. Take this arm, reach it back like you're gonna take your thumb to the nape of your neck, and then grab here and just take a few breaths in, really trying to lift your chest, but try not to protrude your ribs forward, right? So chin is lifted, wide across your collarbones, and then you can release from there. Go ahead and push back and then switch sides. So this arm's gonna come up and this arm's gonna come over. And you're gonna do the same thing, just spiraling through it at your own pace. Don't go at anyone else's. And then you can keep that arm reaching up. Go ahead and take your thumb towards like the nape of your neck there. Reach that other one. Push back. You can push back into it, right? Instead of having this forward movement where we kind of close off everything, it really inhibits our breathing and our posture quite a bit. You want to try to push back into that forearm, open across your chest, and then release from there. and